Hi, my name is Isaiah Gardner. It's great to meet you. I'm majoring in finance right now at Georgia State University through the J. Mac Robinson College of Business.
Typically, pivot tables are used to summarize, sort, reorganize, group, count, total, or average data stored in a table. Doing so makes data more easily comprehensible and presentable. In this demonstration, we're going to reorganize and average sales data, then use a pivot table filter to narrow in on two countries of interest. The pivot table will focus on quantity averages and revenue averages, both of which I'll show you how to do. Here, we're looking at WA_sales products underscore 2012 to 2014, which contains all of the data that we'll be referencing for this. So, we're going to open up a new sheet, which I'm going to rename to PT for pivot table plus CC for combination chart, the two things that we'll be covering. Click on A1 here and click Insert, then Pivot Table. The pivot table is asking you where you want to pull your data from. So go back to the WA sales products, do Control A to select all of it, and then hit OK. That brings us back to the PT plus CC sheet, and from here, we're looking at the pivot table fields. Retailer country is going into columns, and product line is going into rows, with revenue going into some values, and quantity going into some values. We're not looking at sum though, we're looking at average. So we're going to click here, click Value Field Settings, and click Average. And again, go to Sum of Quantity, go to Value Field Settings, click Average again. Now revenue is typically shown as a form of currency, so click Number Formats, go to Currency, remove the decimal places, and hit OK. OK again. And for quantity, go to Value Field Settings, go to Number Formats, go to Number, remove the decimal places again, and then insert commas by using the 1000 separator. That simplifies a lot of our data. We see that a lot of it has been shortened because we've removed the decimal places and we've made sure that there are commas. But we only want to focus on two countries. So when we hit the column label filter, we're going to deselect Select All and instead click Australia and Korea. That simplifies a lot of the data that we've seen as opposed to the WA sales product sheet. We go from all of this information to this information. But this can even be simplified further. So what we're going to do is hit Control A to select all of our data again. Go to Insert, go over here where it says Insert Combo Chart, do Create Custom Combo Chart, and it pulls up this screen. So here we can modify our combo chart. We see Australia average of revenues and average of quantities, and the same for Korea here. So we want to see revenues as clustered columns. We go over here, Australia average of revenues, and we see that it's already clustered columns. We see that in the top left. So now go to Korea average of revenues and select the same thing. For Australia average of quantities, instead we want to see that as lines with markers, which we'll select there, go down, do the same here, lines with markers. And we actually want revenues as clustered columns on the secondary axis, which is going to separate it from the clustered columns. Once you have those two selected, hit OK, and it gives you a brand new chart. I'm going to pull that over to the left here. At this point, we've put together a combination chart which allows us to display two different data variables on the same chart. This combination chart includes quantity and revenue averages again, but each is displayed in a way that differentiates the two. If you need additional help, you can go to exceleasy.com, which will give you more information on pivot tables and combination charts. I provided the links for both. It helped me immensely in this presentation, and I'm sure it'll help you as well. It's currently 11 p.m. on the 28th, and I'm actually getting a tattoo tomorrow at noon. The tattoo is Greek themed, and it's going to cover half of my right arm, matching the one that I have on my left. If you want me to, I can even send you a picture for some extra credit. Because Greek themes are on my mind, let's go with a Greek joke. Historians recently discovered evidence of a new Greek philosopher, previously unnoticed in ancient Greek texts. These texts seem to indicate, though, that he wasn't particularly good at anything. What was his name, you ask? Mediocrities. Thanks for watching my presentation.